I need the notepad. Right. Hiya. Hi everyone, if there are people watching. If you've not watched one of my videos before, I'm Wendy. I knit and I crochet and I read. I've just realised that I've done all this about what I'm going to talk about and not included books, so yay. So if this is your first time here, welcome. If you've watched before and are returning, then welcome back and thank you. So it's been a little while. I think it may have been about 2 months since I've done like a face-to-face talk thing. So where I've been, I've not been well with my mental health. I've had some issues, a couple of flare-ups and things. I've also had flare-ups with my physical health. So yeah, so I sort of had to take a step back. I did barely any knitting through the entirety of July. I started off to do the vlogs and then I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the mental capacity upstairs to be able to focus on all these things. School ended and we had the kids at home. We had a lot of stuff. We were just busy, really busy. So yeah, that's where I've been. I've now made the decision that I'm going to try and do sort of like podcast forms, maybe once a month. If I have time and energy to do more than that, then I will. But for the most part, it's probably just going to be once a month because I go back to uni in October and I have a whole house to decorate, which we couldn't do over the summer because we're busy. And just, I'm too busy at the minute. There's lots of stuff doing. And yet I would love to be able to sit and knit or crochet all day. That would be fantastic. But right now, can't do it. So I'm hanging in there for that lottery win so that I can just, you know, knit and crochet and read and not have to do anything else. But, you know, until that time, adulthood and responsibilities mean that I can't. So that's sort of where I'm at and what I'm planning on doing. And yeah, so shall we get started then? I thought I'd do it where I start with finished objects. There's not a lot. Whips, there is a lot. Some acquisitions because I had my birthday and bought myself yarn with my birthday money, and then onto the end, which is donations, where I've started making things to donate. So starting with finished objects. First finished object, while I move the other ones, I'll start in the order that I've put on there. I made a crochet shawl. Again, I just couldn't concentrate on anything. I needed things that I could just do without thinking. So I did this, and I absolutely love it. I think it's going to be really warm and really nice. And yeah, I really like it. It's really nice. And like the variegated yarn, it's just acrylic yarn. I think it's Yarn Utopia or Utopia Crafts or something. Just a green variegated yarn on that, and I followed a tutorial to start off with by Hooked by Robin and then just kept going. So it's called the Solid Granny Shawl Triangle. So if you want to make it, it's on YouTube and you just get to follow the tutorial, and it is really quick to work up. I think I did this in maybe 3 days, if that, and it's fun and you don't really have to think about what you're doing with it. So ideal if you haven't got a lot of mental capacity. And then I had some yarn left over, so I made myself a little beanie. I don't know if I've made it big enough for my head. Just, it's the first time I've properly put it on, but again, it's going to be nice and warm and I like it. So, and if I don't wear it, one of my kids will, because, well, my youngest son, anything I make, can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? That reminds me, I've got a hat that I can't find, but I'll show you the matching fingerless gloves that go with it, and you'll see what the hat sort of looks like, because I had to make two because I made one and my son claimed it. So, and then I haven't woven the ends in on these, but these are my fingerless gloves or wrist warmers to go with it. So nice little, again, as you can see, really easily things that I don't have to focus on for these. So I've got them. I don't know about you, but whenever the weather gets really cold, my hands get so cold that I can't work my fingers and that. And while fingerless gloves seem like, oh, your fingers get too cold, that won't help. They do. I don't know why or how, they just do. So I didn't follow a pattern for them either. I just went by what I thought. And then I done a knitted little teeny tiny shawl. So I basically followed a bandana pattern online and just kept going because I wanted to make it around the neck, not around the head, because bandanas don't suit me. So again, I've got ends to weave in, and I had a broken bit there. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I can weave that in anyway. So, and I haven't blocked it or anything. I think it will stretch out a bit. And this was, oh, I can't remember the name of it. I got it from a local yarn shop. But it's acrylic, it's 100% acrylic. It's nothing expensive. It was £10 a ball. But not for 100 grams. I think it was 250 grams for £10. It's not too expensive. And I do have, so I got 2 balls of it, and I have the other half, or a bit more than half, and another full ball, or cake. So yeah, I'm gonna make something else like that. I'm thinking about doing, I'll do it later, plans later, don't worry. I also made these wrist warmers, really bright. I made a matching hat as well. I've actually made 2 matching hats and 2 sets of wrist warmers because my son wanted them. So, but I can't find my hat. I've tidied it away somewhere and I can't find it. It's the same as this, but like in these colours. So use your imagination. But again, I didn't follow a pattern for this. I done it by eye. I did the ribbing different. This one I did the ribbing first, and did single crochet back loop only, whereas the other one I did front post back post double crochet. So, which is American terms. I think UK terms is treble crochet. So yeah, I made them. I also made that same son a pair of little socks. They look a bit tiny, aren't they? But they do fit him. They fit him perfectly. Oh no, it's my other son's. But it's Alex's. Yeah. These are Alex's. The blue ones are Andrew's, right? But yeah, he's got little feet, so they fit him perfectly, and he can't wait to put them on. And I have made him wait till I've done this so I could show you. So yeah, and they are 4-ply wool nylon blend, I believe. I acquired them from a D-stash, so, and I don't know where I've put the label. I lose everything. So made a pair of socks, and then I think this was in July. Most of that I made in August, but I made 3 bucket hats. I've got that one. I've got to weave in the ends. That one, I like them. I think they're really nice. Just got to weave in the ends. And then I made this one. This is a child's one. I made it for my daughter, who decided that she wanted it and then she didn't. So I done a little bit different here. I done. It's really good grammar, isn't it, James? I done.
You've done that.
Yeah, I done that. Right, yeah, so I done, or did, or made some spaces just by doing some chains in between and skipping stitches. Again, didn't follow patterns for these, just done like the beanie, like I would the beanie, and then added this bit. So, which was just increases through it. So that is it for finished objects, I believe. The socks, I followed a tutorial by Crazy Sock Lady, Vanilla Socks. Highly recommend. That's the 3rd pair I've made, and I'm halfway through, or just over halfway through a 4th pair. I love it. Love making them. Bit addicted to making socks. So, but those are my finished objects. Now I've got my whips. So the first whip I'm going to show you is Boneyard Shawl by Stephen West on Ravelry. Also done some tutorials on this. The person who, Stephen West, who has designed the shawl. So the tutorials are, if you look at the pattern and you feel a bit confused, especially if you're a beginner, the tutorials are really good. It will help you. But this is how far I am through it. I am loving it. It's amazing. And the first time I've used my new stitch markers that my mum got me for Christmas last year. I've only just used them because I lost them. I put them somewhere safe and didn't find them for months. It's a story of my life. So yeah, I am loving this. And the variegated yarn was the yarn that James got me. And where have I put it? James? Oh, it's there. Can you just reach the green and blue? That one. So James got me 2 balls of this, or skeins, or whatever you want to call them. And this is Robin Paint Box DK. It's 100% acrylic. And James bought me 2 of these. And I was just going to do a just garter stitch shawl. And then I was like, do you know what? I need to try something different. I need to work from something to use a little bit of my concentration and brain power. So I thought I'll do this. I think I started it the day before yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, started it the day before yesterday. I'm working on it slowly. It's purely relaxation knitting, so there's no rush or anything. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. It's not too difficult, but you do have to think about it a little bit. The next one is my Halloween scarf. So now we're getting sort of into fall and Halloween. I love Halloween. Halloween is one of my favourite times of the year, so much so that I want to get married on Halloween. So yeah, I love it. And fall, autumn, favourite time of the year, hands down, love it. So I'm really happy, and the weather the last couple of days has been starting to turn autumnal, and I'm getting all excited because I just love it. So this is the scarf, the start of the scarf. Nice bright colours, Halloween-y. I did toy with adding in some orange, but I thought no, I'll do black, purple, green, and then I might do orange and purple, orange and black. Make a few scarves because I love scarves. So I'm making that, and of course my son was like, I want that one, but I said no because of mine. So I will make him one afterwards, and hopefully he'll be happy. And it's just a ribbed scarf. I don't know if you can see it. And yeah, I didn't really need to follow a pattern. I can knit, I can purl, I can do 1 by 1 rib. So that's what I've done. And I am, again, I'm really, really, really enjoying it. Enjoying making it. I think, did I do twisted rib on this? I think it might be twisted rib. It's been, I haven't picked it up in the last week or so, so I'm pretty sure it was. I'll figure it out when I do it again, it's fine. And then blue vanilla socks, crazy sock lady again. So I've done one. These look massive, but my youngest son has bigger feet than my eldest son, and he likes them loose. He doesn't like anything tight around his feet. And it's really, really hard to get him to wear socks at all. So these are a winner because they're quite, I've done them big so that they're loose and they won't aggravate him or annoy him. So that's one done. And partway through this one, I've just done the heel flap there. I just need to do the heel turn gusset and foot and then toe decreases, and it'll be done. So I should have that done in a couple of days. Although James has sprang a surprise outing on me, so it might take a little bit longer. We shall see. Not that I'm complaining. by a long shot. Really excited. So yeah, that's that.
I don't know what you know.
I know we're going somewhere. That's it. I have no idea where we're going, why we're going there, what we're doing there. Just me and James. This is all I know. I didn't even know we were going until about 20 minutes ago. No. And maybe an hour ago, max. That's all he's telling me. So it's a surprise. I do not know where and all of that. So yeah, nice surprise outing for me. Obviously we're not going right now, it's night time. Not today, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Anxiety is going through the roof because, you know, I like to be in charge of everything and I have no control over this. So this will be good for me. Right. And now what's my next whip on my list? Yes. Where did I put that one? Here. Right. So this is a classic ribbed hat. Pattern by Pearl Soho on Ravelry, and I'm knitting this in James C. Brett DK. I think it's Shh. I've got another one here, but this is different colourway, but that's that brand, and it's 100%. Is it 100% acrylic? No, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. So yeah, I am loving it. So that will be a beanie once it's done. It's nearly long enough to start the crown decreases, and then it'll be done. So that should be finished by my next one. I'm hoping to have most of these finished by my next one, but we'll see. So that's that one. And we've got, so if you've watched some of my previous videos, I made a small bag for James. James, yeah. Where's your bag that I made you? Can I have it, please? I should have really got it, sorry. Yeah, I made a small bag. I made one for me and one for James. So this is James's one. And he's asked, because his old large bag broke, he asked for a large bag. So this is it so far. It's not done. So it's going to be that size. Not quite, because it's going to have a flap over the top like that. It's a bit like a messenger bag. It's going to be lined, and I'm knitting the strap here. I'm in a little bit of a fluff and muddle, but yeah. So I'm just doing stockinette and hoping, and then I'm doing it really long, and then it'll be folded over, and then a strap. So hopefully that won't stretch too much, because it is acrylic yarn, but it is going to have a lining in it, so we shouldn't do too much. And then I will find a transfer that he would like on there and iron that on, or decorate it with pin badges for him, because he collects pin badges. So I'm undecided yet. I'm making that for him, and he asked for it to be in green, so he got it in green because that is his favourite colour. Next thing, so I had some more of the variegated green yarn that I made the hat and that with. So this is going to be a drawstring pouch once it's finished. So I'm only part way through it. I've got a couple more little balls like this, I'll have enough. And then I will, excuse me, I've got to manage to get some fluff in my mouth. Ugh. But yeah, I will have enough, and then I'll do a chain drawstring on it. And no, I'm not using a pattern for that. That's just by eye. I'll muddle through it, see how it turns out. If I like it, I like it. If I don't really matter. I'm just going to use it to put something in. I'm probably going to try and line it as well, so that I can put maybe sock projects or something in there, so a small project bag thing. And then the next one is, this is going to be a sleeveless jumper or sweater vest, depending where you're from, you call it different things. So I've done the rib, obviously it's big because I'm plus size, and yeah, and this is from a Golden Hands pattern that I started and got a bit chicken and was like, I don't know if I can do that pattern, so I'm now just stocking at it just to get used to like the decreases and shaping and that for that particular pattern. Then I'm going to do it in another colour with the actual pattern because it's like a crisscrossy pattern, but I'll do a plain one first so I can get used to the bits and bobs that I have to do before I then have to focus on the actual pattern for it. So I've started that, and then I dropped it to do the hat, and then I was going to say last, but I've got one more after this. This is the back panel of Alex's jumper. I haven't done any more on that. I need to cast on and do the front and then do the rest of it, but that'll happen when it happens. I'm not stressing out about it. He's not in a rush for it, so it will be when it will be. And then my last one that I'm still doing, I think I started this in January, is a granny square blanket for Andrew because he asked for it. So I have, he loves knitted and crocheted stuff. The other two are a little bit more fussy, but he loves it. So here's some of the squares, and then I've started putting on, because I got bored of just doing the middle squares, I've started adding the black onto this square, and then they're going to be crocheted together like that, and then I'm going to do a big black border around the edge. It's to fit on his bed, which is a single bed, so yeah, it's probably going to take me the rest of the year to do this because I sort of pick it up and put it down willy-nilly because I get bored. So, but he is not patiently, but he is waiting for it. So I will try and get this done before Christmas. But I'm not making him any promises because I'm terrible at making blankets. I tend not to finish them. So, but I'm determined to do this one, and then the other two want a blanket in it, and then I'm going to do a Slytherin and Ravenclaw half and half blanket for Milo James's bed. So that is the plan, but that'll probably take about 5 years. There's other stuff that I really want to do that are in my head to do, but I haven't done them yet. So we'll see what happens. And I think, yes, that is it for whips. We're at 22 minutes. Not doing too bad. It's not too long. So I hope this has made sense, by the way. So now on to my favourite bit, acquisitions. I already showed you this one, which is what James bought me. I think he bought me it in July. I've tried not to include any that I've already shown. So I'll do the small ones first. These are going to be socks. These are just from Poundland. It's DK yarn. They're 50-gram balls. So 150 meters in each ball, and it's 100% acrylic. It's not anything special. So I've got those, and I'm going to sneeze, I think. No, I'm not. Am I? Oh well. This is another ball of the James C. Brett yarn. So basically we went to Sheringham end of July, beginning of August, and we had a stopover in Norwich, and round the corner from Norwich train station is Hobbycraft, and James said that I could get one ball of yarn, so naturally I got 4. These two, which were the James C. Brett ones, and then I got these two, which again they're DK by James C. Brett. 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and yeah. So I got those 4, but they really only counts as 2 because they're 2 of each in different colourways. They're in the same colourway, and really it really only counts as 1 because they're all from the same brand. So, you know, the math is mathin'. This I got, and then Ruth Loves to Knit. Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit, who I love and I watch all the time. I always watch as soon as her videos come out. I've got the little notifications on because I really like her videos. She is currently doing a cowl, and it's for the roof shawl, which was designed by Twinset and Pearl, who called it the roof shawl because they named it after Ruth. And she's got the Ruthie shawl as well, and she's doing a cowl at the minute. And I was going to do the cowl, but my contrast yarn did not arrive on time. I only got it a couple of days ago. I ordered it online and it took forever to get here. And this is the contrast yarn. So this is going to be the main colour. This is going to be the contrast, the little flowery bits for the roof shawl. I'm not doing the Ruthie yet, but I am planning on doing it. So if you don't watch Ruth Loves to Knit, you should go check her out. She's really, really good. And yeah, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy her podcasts, and I think you would as well. So this, I can't tell you what this is. It said it was some sort of fake mohair blend thing, but it's all in, none of it's in English, so I can't read it. It's really soft and fluffy, and I like it. And it wasn't very expensive. Well, it's more expensive than the cheap yarn, but not expensive. So, and this was only £4 a ball, so it's not expensive either. So I got those. And then for my birthday, my mum gave me the wonderful gift of money. So, I think it's pronounced Hobie. They brought their Halloween yarn out, and I got Halloween yarn. So James has claimed this. This is their Silly Socks Halloween yarn, 75% wool, 25% polyamide. It doesn't tell you, it just gives you the number for the lot and the colourway. But if you go on their website, it will tell you the name of the colourway as well. But James saw this, and yes, it's my birthday yarn, so I will be replacing it for me as well. But he really wants a pair of socks in this, so that is going to be my next cast on for socks, this one. And then I got the other two that were available when I was on the website in the Silly Socks yarn. So they're very similar, but this one's orange and purple, this one's orange and black, and I absolutely love them, and they're really soft. Then I've lost the band to this. It came off in transit, but it's here. Halloween sock wool, and again it's 75% wool, 25% polyamide. And again, it doesn't tell you the name. If you go on their website, you can find the names and that. I love it. So I'm going to have 2, 3, 4 pairs of socks out of these, because I've got this colour as well, and I love this colour. There are more, and I am going to get more, but I need to use some of this up first, and I hope they don't run out. If not, I will have to wait till next year, but I am loving the Halloween yarn. I'm looking forward to when Christmas yarn comes out as well. But got that, and then we got Halloween Universe XL. So I got 2 balls of this, 98% acrylic and 2% polyester. These are 100 gram balls, so were those ones, and it's really sparkly Halloween yarn. This is going to become a shawl. I don't know what shawl I'm going to do yet, but definitely going to become a shawl. It might be another boneyard shawl, because I'm really enjoying that. I don't know yet, but definitely a shawl. And these will probably become shawls as well, because I'm just loving shawls and scarves, or a scarf, or a cowl, or a hat and cowl, wrist warmers. It's going to become something anyway. I've got Halloween Horizon, 100% acrylic. These are 200 gram balls, and it doesn't tell you the name, but again, if you go on the website, it will. And these are, I'm sure this is DK. I should have told you the other ones as well. Yeah, 4mm needles, so they are, yeah, DK. So, and I got 2 of these. There are loads of them, loads of different colourways of these, and I want them all. I really want them all, and I am going to get them all eventually, when I can afford it. So, yes, those were my acquisitions. I don't think, oh, I got a book as well. I got a knitting book. Where did I put the knitting book? Bear with me a second, and I'll just find it. I'm so organised, aren't I? I think down here somewhere. Sorry, I'm not wrapping anything. Ah, I did. So I went to a museum in Sheringham and it had a lot of knitting in it as well, and I'm really gutted I didn't think to take pictures of it because I was just blown away from, there was even a lady in the corner knitting away, and I did have I was chatting to her for a good half hour to an hour, weren't I, James?
Yep.
About knitting and Ganseys. So I stopped by the gift shop on the way out, as you do, and I always buy a book. No matter what museum I go to, I buy a book, and they happen to have this. So I will be going through this, and I have had a flick through it, but I haven't read it too much, but it looks amazing. It goes through like all the different types of Gansey and which areas favoured which colours and what they look like and everything. So I'm gonna have to. I've got to do it. So that is the plan for over winter. I will be making the kids Ganseys, I think. So yeah, it's just sort of, they're Dutch Ganseys, but look, there's loads of different styles and everything. And I like history. I'm a history student. I study history. I'm a historian. This is my jam. This is my thing. So I will be going through this, and there is another book that I've got on my wish list that I am going to get before Christmas. It's a knitting book as well. I can't remember what it's called, but it's jumpers as well, but it's adult jumpers, not children's jumpers. So I can make myself some. It's no point making James jumpers because he doesn't wear jumpers. So I won't be making him them, but he does wear socks, he wears scarves, he wears gloves and things like that, so I can make him them. But there is no point wearing him making him a jumper because he won't wear them because he's too hot all the time. So he runs really hot. So no point doing that. But me and the kids, we love jumpers and cardigans and things. So, and that is it for acquisitions, I believe. Don't think I got anything else. If I did, I'll pop back on later and just be like, yeah, and I got this.
Still one present to come.
Still one present to come?
Yeah. The one I thought you had to wait for.
It's not knitting related though, is it?
No, sure.
Is it book related?
No.
No.
Right.
It doesn't need to go on the podcast then.
No. Sorry for the interruption.
Although I might show it. James did get me a Ravenclaw t-shirt, and he bought me a teapot for my birthday and an air fryer. So I'm getting older. I'm 36 now, and these sorts of things excite me. So this is the teapot. I'm not going to drop it. It's a teapot. It's nice to have chamomile tea and herbal teas in it. He did buy me one, and it arrived and it was broken, but we kept the cups from it. But they're really teeny tiny cups, and we got the cups there. They're so cute, and we haven't used them because we drink out of big mugs, but they are so cute. And so I said, we'll keep them and we'll use them. And we just got a new teapot. The other teapot was a bit posher, but it arrived and it had broken, unfortunately, because it was all glass. And these are the little tiny cups from the tea. Look at them. They're so cute. So I'm keeping these, and I will. They won't hold much tea, but they're so dainty and cute and lovely.
Good for shots for drinking games.
We don't drink though. Well, I don't drink.
We will be using these for shots for drinking.
We will not be using them for shots. I don't drink alcohol. You know that.
Tea shots.
Yeah, tea shots. That's fine. I only drink shandies. I don't drink anything stronger because I don't like the way alcohol makes me feel. It makes you drunk, and I don't like that feeling. So, and I don't have a very high tolerance for alcohol at all. So a shandy is enough for me. Anyway, so that's that, and then I'll get on to the last bit now, which is donations. So I've decided to start with any leftover scraps of yarn and whatnot from the larger project, or anything I can't think to make something for us for, because the yarn I've got is lovely, but it's not all in the colours that we like. Obviously with like destashes and mixed lots where you don't see the whole thing. So the more baby stuff, I'm not knitting for any babies at the minute, so I will be donating them. So at the minute I have 3 different hats. Got some newborn, couple of newborn hats. Got that one, and a preemie hat there. And these will be going to the local hospital, their neonatal unit and their newborn unit. I will continue to make more, and once I've got a bag full, so it should take about a month for a bag full each, I will send them off once a month. I can just nip down to the local hospital and drop them off at the desk. Hopefully I can make some blankets as well, because I know they get hats quite quick and easy, blankets take longer, so I might not have as many blankets. So I'd like to do that, and I'm going to make some really small white hats and blankets for angel babies, because people tend not to think about that. So that is the plan for other things, other knitting. I'd also like to make some beanies and that to donate to our local charity shops, or the local I forgot the name of it, Salvation Army, Sally Army, YMCA and things like that, for people who need it as well, because, you know, the weather's now going to start getting colder and colder, and people are going to struggle to stay warm. So obviously I can't make stuff for everyone, but what little I can do, I'd like it to go to people who need it as well, because I can't just make stuff for me and the kids. You know, I'd like to give back as well, have something positive to focus on and give back. So at the end of my podcast I will show what I've made, and hope that other people follow suit. It's not a brag, it's not me saying, you know, look at what I've done. It's more of a, some people might not think about it. They might not think, oh, maybe the local hospital needs that, or maybe the local homeless shelter or anything like that, because we don't like to think about things like that, especially angel babies and things like that. It's a very hard subject to think about. We've had angel babies in our family, and I think that if we can give a little back, that will help. So hopefully if I can show these, more people will go, oh, that's a good idea, let's do that, and then they'll end up with more, which would really help. So if you can think of any places that I'm really calling out for them now, let me know, and I will focus on that and send them off. So, and if you knit or crochet and would like to do that too, just have a look, ring your local hospital or homeless shelter up and ask if they need anything, and yeah, make some stuff. You don't have to let it take over your life, but every little helps. So even if you just do a little bit, it's better than none. So yeah, that's that. And that's my plan. I'm going to try and make more as well. So I'm setting aside certain blocks of time to make these, and certain blocks of time to work on personal stuff. So as well as going back to study, I know I'm looking over there because I've got a desk over there with all of my books and everything that I need for October. So I'm all set up and I'm good to go for studying as well, so I don't have to worry about that part. I can focus on this before I go back. And my intention is to study during the day. I know how lucky I am. My partner James is very, very supportive and has supported me going back to university and doing a complete career change. I am aware of how lucky and privileged I am to have that support and the ability to do that. So when the children are at school, Monday to Friday, I will be studying. I'll be at school too. And then in the evenings, I'll be doing this and spending time with the kids and doing the house. So it's going to be busy. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think I'm up to the task, and I think that I'll enjoy it, and getting a more stable, less stressful job at the end of it would be the ideal outcome. So that is the intention of what I'm doing and everything. So I am going to do a video about autumn and winter knits and crochet items I would like to make upcoming as well, for me and for my family, and maybe for some of my friends if they're knit worthy. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that is everything. So thank you. Oh my goodness, it's 40 minutes. If you're still here, thank you, and you need a medal. Hearing me waffle on for 40 minutes. I will see you next time. So as always, take care, stay safe, stay happy, and see you again soon. So bye.